Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 5 of my crown chase with the Azeron Cyborg 2. So to catch everyone up that hasn't seen any of the other videos, I am trying to learn keyboard and mouse. I'm a new player to keyboard and mouse. And I recently purchased the Azeron Cyborg 2 to help make my transition a little bit easier. So if you don't know what the Azeron Cyborg 2 is, it is basically the love child of a game controller and a keyboard. So it's a claw-looking device that has a thumbstick for movement, just like a game controller. But it does have 30 programmable keys, all around your fingers. So my hope is that I have that familiarity of the joystick movement, but having the... I'm going to be careful, there's some players around. But having the keys in a somewhat easier to reach place makes it a little bit easier for me to not button mash. Is he in here? Is that him or is that a bot? I've got the high ground, which is good, but I don't really have an angle on this guy, so I'm a little bit hesitant because I don't have shield yet. What have we got there? A lock on. There is some shield just over there. The lock-on is a little bit weak, I'm going to be honest. Not my favorite gun, that's for sure. I understand the appeal to some players, but yeah, for me it just doesn't quite pack the punch of pretty much every other AR. I mean, the Deadeye, the Enforcer's got a slower fire rate, but it certainly hits a lot harder. We've got someone dropping in now. That's either someone repositioning or someone dropping in very late. Let's grab these shockwaves. Oh, that helps. Perfect. We're in a much better position now to take on some other players. Grab some gold while we're here. I will also carry that big pot instead of that. So yeah, so as I was saying, the Azeron, something a little bit different. I'm hoping it helps me make the transition over to the keyboard and mouse a little bit easier. But it has been quite a challenge relearning all the muscle memory and trying to train myself with entirely new equipment. So I have tried to get some keybinds that are similar to what I was using on the keyboard, because I'd been using that for, you know, maybe a month or two. So I did start to get used to certain finger patterns, I guess. I've tried to replicate that. Oh, very nice. I've tried to replicate that with my Azeron. I feel like aiming with the mouse has definitely improved. What is that? How do I tag on this? No. Shockwaves. I do have shockwaves, but I might grab some more instead of this tactical. Which I am going to stick with the lock on until I find a better AR. But yeah, so my aims still isn't consistent, which is my biggest challenge at the moment. I'm not consistent game to game, so I've been jumping on every morning. This is day 5, trying to play up to 3 games, just record my progress and see how we go. I am challenging myself to win a crown. Haven't. Whoa, okay, and I am as good as dead. Oh, there he is, flying in. Pick it up, jeez. Is that bugged? Ha! That's what you get. No! Oh, I was panicking there for a bit. Almost had him. I didn't quite have the full health and stuff like I wanted. Unfortunate. 25. Not great. Not my worst. Certainly not my best. But we will go again. Oh, don't know. I think I accidentally swapped to a weapon when I didn't mean to. Which the Azeron, for those that don't know, the buttons, they're all like mouse buttons, so they're very very sensitive, easy to click, and in the I'm gonna get out of this where all the licensed music is. And in the panic of combat, I do tend to accidentally click a few buttons. So for those that know, I'll put a picture up on the screen, but you've basically got your thumb for your movement, and then you've got buttons where you can press down, you can pull back, there's 2 rows of that, and push forward, and knuckle up. So the knuckle ups I don't use, I'm just using the press, the pull, and the push. And so while it's easier than trying to stretch my fingers all over the keyboard and reach the keys that you know, you normally would, it does still lead to a few mistakes. like I said, especially in the heat of the moment. So what I'm hoping to do with this series is to progress and to document my progress and to basically learn in real time. So it's not just about winning the crown. It's about showing my growth as a player. I'm not particularly good, but, you know, I want to be the best player that I can be at 42 years old. And I know I'm definitely not Fortnite's demographic, but I like to challenge myself. And I want to be competent enough that I can play this game with my son and not disappoint him. I think gaming is a great way to bond with your kids. And, you know, my son's not a teenager or anything yet, but he will be soon. And I feel like this may be just a good way as he gets to that age for us to hang out and you know, be able to talk, because I remember as a teenager sometimes it was hard to communicate the things I really wanted to communicate, and perhaps having that little bit of distance with a, you know, gaming headset and in a game of Fortnite might make him a little bit more How did I miss all of them? Oh no! Jesus walks. Alright, well, I better lock in because this is going to be my last game before I get started with my day. I'm going to go rip tides. These last two games have not been my best results at all. I wasn't really paying much attention and focusing with that last game, to be completely fair. So you know what, I'm gonna do it now. This is my last chance to document anything good for today. It has not been great so far. Day 5. Best result we've had so far was actually yesterday. We got a podium finish, got 3rd place. Prior to that, I had 2 4th place finishes. There is someone close by. I'm going to take these guns so they can't get them. Someone on that roof. Gotta be careful of that. Some shield. There had some movement. I'm going to push over. Take that. Let's go for it. Oh no! Severely outclassed today. As you can see, you know, it's just players who are obviously a lot more skilled than I am, and I've noticed that Epic does like to punish you with its matchmaking at times. You have one decent game and then you're paying for it for quite a while. My rules were 3 games, maximum 3 games. Record my daily progress. Now, even though my games weren't very long today, I feel like I had some better moments with the Azeron. It felt a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more intuitive at times. Still got that clunkiness and that little bit of panic in the heat of the moment. But you know, today's just one of those days where I just couldn't compete with the other players in the lobby. But you know, like I said, at 42 years old, I'm not trying to be the best Fortnite player in the world. I'm just trying to be the best Fortnite player that I can be. And even if that's somewhat mediocre, that's okay by me, as long as I know I'm doing the best I can and I'm pushing myself and I'm challenging myself and I'm trying to learn and grow as a person. That is completely fine with me. So enough waffling on. Time to get on with my day. Thank you to anyone that watches this. Thank you for your support so far. The crown hunt continues. I'll see you tomorrow, day 6. Thanks a lot.